Hi, my name's Emma Edwards and I'm the Programme Leader for the PTS Top-Up degree with QTS, and I'm here to give you a brief overview of the BA Honours Primary Teaching Studies with QTS Top-Up degree. It's a bit of a mouthful, so PTS for short. So what is it? To access this 16-month course, you'll have completed an FDA in a relevant subject degree. This might be childhood studies or professional practice, for example. To be a teacher, what you need is a degree. So this course is useful to those of you who are already working or volunteering in a primary school. It's also useful to those of you who want to continue to earn whilst you learn. The PTS programme allows you to do just that. You can continue working in your school as a TA or volunteer whilst also gaining the degree and QTS. The course is compliant with the DFE requirements. You'll spend at least 120 days on placement, and if the school's compatible, you'll be able to do some of your placements in your home school. So what does the course look like? It's a blended course. Most of your sessions will be a combination of live online and asynchronous or offline study. It's roughly 8 hours a week of studying during non-placement weeks, and usually about 2 hours a week will be live online in an evening. Currently, the offline sessions are released every Monday so that you can engage with the study at a time that suits you and have 2 weeks to complete each of the sessions. This is useful if you've got little ones to take care of too. We know it's important to see us and for us to see you, so the course also takes place on campus for 6 days each year, usually around 1 day for each half term. In terms of assessment, we know that some of you will love writing academically and others not so much. So we've gone for a split down the middle. Roughly 50% of the assessments will be written and 50% will be practical that you'll submit remotely. This mimics the reality of teaching. Just like when teachers assess children, not everything is written. So what about the placements? The course is structured around 3 placements. Your introductory placement may be in your home school if your head teacher allows it, and they're compliant with ITE regulations. Don't worry about that, our placement department will run those checks. This placement takes place in the autumn term that you join us. To help you focus on the placement, the teaching sessions are stopped as much as possible. The second placement is a developing placement. This normally takes place at some point in either the spring or summer term. However, this one can't be in your home school. DFE regulations state that to recommend you for QTS, you have to have experience in 2 different and contrasting settings. The final placement takes place the following autumn. If your school agrees and is still compliant, you can possibly complete this placement back in your home school. When you decide to join us, part of the conditions are that your head teacher agrees to release you for the placement blocks and for the on-campus days and ITAP weeks as needed. You won't need to organise your placements. The placements office do this for you and make sure that you're entirely compliant so that we can recommend you for QTS. What will you study? There are 7 modules throughout the course. 3 of these focus on pedagogy, curriculum and assessment. In these, you'll discover how children learn and the latest research on cognitive science and what that looks like in practice. We revisit these central aspects throughout the course so that you yourselves are able to embed this into your long-term memory and make a real difference to the classroom. 2 other modules focus on professionalism. We take a look at the transition you must make from TA or volunteer to teacher, whilst also being mindful of your own well-being and the well-being of the children in your class. You'll look at the latest research in developing and enhancing your professional identity and how to seek out effective professional development to continue to improve. A big part of these modules focus on safeguarding and your professional duties concerning the welfare and safety of children. And finally, you'll study 2 modules which focus on behaviour and inclusion. You'll develop the knowledge you already possess around working with children with SEND or behavioural challenges, as well as establishing a clear vision of behaviour for learning. The final module allows you to undertake research through the lens of behaviour or inclusion in order for you to gain a more in-depth appreciation of behaviour and inclusion in the 21st century primary classroom. Entry requirements. To access this course, you'll need the GCSE in Maths, English and Science at grade 4 or C and above. If you don't currently possess a grade 4 or C or above, we do accept equivalencies. Speak to our admissions team or email admissions@bishopg.ac.uk to find out more. If you have GCSEs in a relevant subject, the next thing to check is that you have a relevant Level 5 qualification. Don't worry if you don't, I'll chat to you shortly about how we can help with that too. If you have the GCSEs and a relevant level 5 qualification, there's no stopping you from applying now through UCAS. Once your application has been submitted, you'll be invited to an interview with us. We offer a selection of face-to-face interviews, or if you prefer, you can complete your interview online. The interview will be one of the core team. Finally, if you impress us at interview, which I'm sure you will, the last step is to get an agreement with your school. Our admissions team will talk to you all about that following your successful interview. There's nothing to worry about at this point. If you haven't got the relevant level 5 qualification yet, all's not lost. We know that TAs make great teachers, and we know that if you're a TA, you're busy, and who has the time to gain a level 5 qualification? Well, you do, because we also offer a foundation degree in primary teaching studies. This is a 2-year course, but runs in exactly the same format as PTS, in that it's blended, so you can continue to learn whilst you earn. It's going to take you a little longer if you need to add the top-up PTS. It's 3 years and a term, but unlike undergraduate routes, you'll be earning at the same time as studying, so you'll be able to continue to work and stay in the school setting that you're in. If that doesn't sound like it's for you, take a look at our website at the other options we've got available for FDA courses. We have a variety that would be suitable for you to then go on and access the PTS Level 6 top-up. Thank you for taking the time to watch this quick video. I'm sure you've got lots of questions and queries. We offer drop-in sessions on Teams for anyone who wants to talk about any routes into teaching, and we have a variety of open days throughout the year. Contact admissions for further details. I wish you every success in your journey to higher education, and if this is the route for you, I look forward to meeting you in the future.